In addition to the multiple articles I have seen about what went wrong for the Democrats that seem to be everywhere, with everyone having a different opinion about it, one of the other most common articles I have seen since Election Day is people are depressed. People are despondent. People don't know how to handle this. And they're falling into these depressions, this election depression, we will call it. I myself have had it, not to the degree I think that a lot of other people have. But, you know, in this line of work, I kind of have to be able to get over things quickly, unfortunately. Don't really get a lot of time to feel the emotions because I got to move on to the next story the next day. I record every single day of the week. Every day of the week. Weekends included. So don't really have a lot of time to wallow in, you know, whatever it is I'm feeling. I unfortunately am forced to get over it pretty quickly. This week, obviously, very difficult to do. And with the other millions of Americans who are suffering from this election depression, I sat quietly Wednesday evening just thinking about how uncertain the future is, how depressing the future is, how potentially dangerous the future is. And I realized something, and this is why I want to share this with everybody. I realized that the root of my feelings about this election came from the fact that there's nothing I can do about it. It is 100% completely out of my control. I cannot change what happened. I worked my butt off, to try to get a better result. I personally voted. And right now I felt helpless. There was nothing I can do. This is all happening. All of these horrible people are going back to Washington, D.C., and I can't do anything about it. I have no control. And that is what a lot of this depression across the country is about right now. We have no control. So I thought to myself, and had a light bulb moment, what can I control? If I can't control this part of my life, who is running the government that I live under, what can I control that is going to make me feel better? Something I can pinpoint in my life that I say, you know what? I can control this. Something about myself that maybe I don't like, just like I don't like the incoming government. I can't control that, but there are other things about me that I don't like that I can. So I got up, grabbed my keys, I went to the gym, and for the first time in 20 years, I bought a gym membership. That is something I can control about myself. This is something I can do to say, yes, I was unhappy with this part of my life. I'm unhappy with other parts I can't control. I can control this. And I'm going to control this. I am going to make this better. And I instantly did feel better. And that is what I am encouraging people to do. Look around your life. Identify things that perhaps you do not like, but it's things you can control, and focus on that right now. Maybe you don't like that your house is always a little messy. You can control that. Get up, pick some things up, put some things away. You've controlled that. It may be small, but it's a step. It's something you didn't like, and you said, by God, I can change this. I am in control, and I will take control. Maybe you have a bad habit. Maybe you want to quit smoking. Maybe you want to quit drinking. Those are very difficult. But those are things you can control. And with help, with guidance, you can take steps to control those things and feel better about who you are. It could be anything. Maybe you're in a job you hate. Maybe you're in an unhealthy relationship. Those are things you can control. Those are big steps, though. And if you're not ready to take a big step, maybe take control in another way. Maybe it's not necessarily changing something about you. Maybe it's take control by finding something that brings you joy. Go on a nature walk. Maybe start saving up and say, you know what, let's go on a vacation. Or maybe it's something as simple as, I want to start reading books. I'm going to start being a book reader. I will devote 30 minutes an evening to reading a book. Or I've wanted to take up woodworking. Maybe I'll buy a cheap set of woodworking tools and just tinker around with that. Take up a hobby. Start a podcast. Start doing whatever it is you want to do to make yourself happy, but more importantly, to feel in control. Because there are a lot of things right now that we cannot control. These next 4 years are going to be tough. They are not going to be pleasant. So we are in charge of creating the things that can make us happy. The things that take our mind off of what is going to be going on in DC and across the country. Control it. Control what you can. 2026, we can control what happens in DC. We get to go back to the polls. But for the next 2 years, we have to control what we can control. So look around your life, identify it, find it, figure out ways to make it better. That is my advice to you. I am not a mental health professional. I'm a political guy. But I'm going through it too. And I'm sharing this as a way to tell you what is helping me right now. Identify something that you can control and take control. And I promise you, you will start to feel better. Did you know that there are way more ways than just right here on YouTube to watch us on Ring of Fire? In fact, if you're not following us across social media, you could be missing out on so much wonderful content that we have to offer. We are on TikTok at Ring of Fire Media. We are on Twitter at Ring of Fire Media and Instagram at Ring of Fire Network. And if you want to find me, Farron Cousins, I'm all over social media as well, whether it's X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok. I'm at Farron Balanced. Pretty easy to find me. And while we're here, make sure you're also subscribed not just to this channel, but to the America's Lawyer YouTube channel as well at youtube.com/The America's Lawyer. And for even more content from me that you will not find on Ring of Fire, you can follow my other YouTube channel at youtube.com/Farron Balanced.